Let's draw a Kawaii Chibi witch together. This is a full real-time Procreate tutorial. You'll see every step right from my iPad. No time-lapse, no secrets. Ready to conjure some cuteness? Let's go! The size of the canvas is 2500 pixels by 2500 pixels. Hey everyone, welcome to a new tutorial. This time we're gonna draw a cute little witch for Halloween. Well, not really just Halloween, I really just love drawing cute little witches. So I'm gonna take you step by step, and the first step is gonna be our sketch. I'm gonna change the library to the default Procreate library, the new one, and choose a nice sketching pencil. I like sketching with blue, so let's do it. I like to have a big hat, a witch hat, you know, pointy, and then with a little crooked on the tip. Let's do our face. It's gonna be a cute little girl witch. And I don't know if you can tell, but I changed my iPad cover to have a paper-like texture, so it will be less reflectant, not so shiny, so we could get better recordings. I'm gonna move everything a bit upwards. Okay, let's go back to the sketch. This is gonna be really simple, so it's easy for anyone to replicate. And I like to be really loose with my sketch, so we can choose to make changes after. And in this case, like, I want to move this little bow that I made to the left. We can just select it and move it like this. I actually want to make it bigger, way bigger. Let's do this, way cuter. Now let's make some big cute eyes. This is going to be a Chibi style drawing. Cute little Chibi. Chibi is like anime, but a lot softer and cuter. And lately I've been enjoying a lot to draw in this cute style. Let's make some big round eyes and big round irises. Let's make the eyelashes more prominent. I think I'm gonna move the whole eyes part down. When drawing Chibi characters, having the eyes very low on the face, like lower than the bottom half of the face, always helps to make them seem cuter. So something like this, a little nose, and a cute little mouth. Better. And we do the other iris. Okay, so as you can see, my sketch is very dirty. My sketch is very loose, not super perfect, which is fine. This is normal because we want to be free and not mind if we do some small little mistakes now and then. Here I want to have a big flower, kind of like a rose, like a dark rose. We're gonna make it purple with a few leaves. This will be the hat's ribbon. This here to connect the wing of the hat. Then a little division here for the shirt and the eyes of our little school. Somewhat I like the schools, this little ball to be bigger, something like that. And I'll reposition the eyes. Okay, let's go ahead and ink with Elphinstone. And here you can see my stabilization options. Because when we're doing lines, we want to have a bit of smoother hand, so it's easier. Then here I'm gonna lower the opacity so we can see the blue a bit less strong. In a new layer, we're gonna do the ink, we're gonna do black, and we will go and line everything. Okay, so I'm gonna do the hat first. Remember, you can go back and do 2 fingers for the undo. It's always helpful. Then I'm going to do the flower. This drawing is pretty easy. I changed my mind on the last leaf. And what I'm going to try to do is to close everything up when we're drawing it, so it's easy to pour the colors later. If you leave little holes, the color is gonna leak out. So let's remember to close all spaces like this, so we're not gonna be in trouble later. I'm liking to do this big wide inking stroke because later I'd like to do some coloring books. Maybe I'll be sharing the link with you, and you will be able to color these little witches or some other ideas. We're doing the bangs. Then let's do the face, the cheek. Here it's easy to rotate, so our wrist can just rotate with it instead of struggling to follow a harsher angle. let's see if everything is closed so the color won't leak out. The neck. This strand of hair should be in front of our face, so we should go ahead and delete this little part here. Now let's do the nose, the mouth, and the big eyes. Bold, bold, bold lashes. Well, I think it's too white for the eyes, so I'm going to lower the size of the brush for the eyes. Better. This I can just fill it in, and later we will change the color of it. Let's do the other lash. I'm wondering if you can hear the pen on the surface. We'll see later when I'm editing. And here I like to do some of this. Like to have a less intense lower lash. Okay, let's go back out, and then let's sketch, well, not, let's do the line art for the school bow. Then the sockets, the eye sockets. This will be the cloak, a bit rounder. Then closing everything up. I'm gonna hide the sketching layer. I'll go over this line and just sort of open up the eyes a bit, make it rounder. Something like this. Looks cute. The eyebrows will say are behind the bangs, so no need to draw them, not right now at least. And I think we got our inks. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is this layer, we're gonna make it the reference so we can fill it in with color. And then we're gonna make new layers under it. First, let's do, I think, the hat. First, let's do the hat with a dark gray. And the cloak in the same color. You see here, this is the part that I was talking you about. You need to close up these little openings here, otherwise the paint is gonna leak out to other places you might not want it to. Here too. Okay, now we can continue filling it up. Let's do base colors first. Like an intense orange. How about this one? Yeah. For the underside of the head, this little piece here, and the ribbon on the skull. Oh, forgot to fill this part of the cloak here. Let's do our girl's face, like a peachy, cute peachy color. Let's try this one. A bit too dark. This will be the color for the face, and then we're gonna saturate it and make it darker for the neck. Actually, a bit darker still. Like this. Now let's do the hair. I'll give her brown hair. Around here. Wait, yeah. I did create a new layer. I'm always a bit paranoid because it's not unusual for me to be on the wrong layer at times. A bit darker for the underside of the hair. Now let's do the flower. Let's do it some kind of bluish or purple. Like this, but the leaves are gonna be like dried leaves. This one, yeah, I like it. Okay, now we're gonna go and start doing shading. This time we're gonna shade very basically. Wait, there's the eyes also, but now I like to start shading first, and the eye color next, because I like to see how it complements some stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna alpha lock the coat and the hat, and this time with the same brush we're gonna try out a very contrasting type of shadow. Since we are doing very hard shadows. Oh, just noticed a little hole here, so let's just add it. There's part of the hat here. There it is. Let's go back to this one. Since we're alpha locking, we can just go and add our lines everywhere we want, and it won't get out of the general drawing. And this I wanted to do by hand, like this, because I want to do some details with this. Like this. the other way around, has the tip start thinner. Yeah, I like it. Then let's do the same lines on the side, and then a few ones as details here and there. Cute. Now let's do the same for this part. I feel like I'm coloring with markers, even though I'm not. Coloring is my favorite part, I think. Because you get to add new parts to the drawing and not be so stressed of how if you're gonna ruin it or something. Because the line art is already defined and very easy to correct if you don't like it. Nice. So let's do a bit for the orange. Let's do the same. Alpha lock. Now let's take the orange and do, I think a darker one. Like the underside of the hat. It's gonna be darker. Like this, and then we just fill it up. And I would like to add a bit of like a stitch here for detail. That's a nice detail. And the little lines on the ribbon. Now for the skull, I think I did not color it. I'm gonna do a nice green. This is a bit too yellow, but it's okay because we can just add a highlight over it like this. And then I like to do the face. So I'm gonna create a new layer on top of this for the eyes. We're doing a bit of a monochrome situation because I like it to be very on season. But then let's do this so we can get some contrast. I think I went too far, so let's bring it up a bit here. And then for the line, the original line art, we're gonna do alpha lac, then white, and fill in the pupil. Okay, and then these lines on the side of our irises, we're gonna make a deep red. A very saturated orange, more like. Like this. And on the eyes, I actually like a light orange, almost yellow, to highlight the lower part of the irises. Yeah. And now for the face, we want some strokes on the face, like the mouth and the nose. more like the mouth and the lower lashes to be not so dark, like not totally black, but a bit of like a little orange tint to it. And then we're gonna use some shading for the face, very subtle. We can try it on. Looks good. Let's do something like this. Also some shading here on the eyes, and then some bigger round for the cheeks. And then we're gonna use the same color for the nose. I think actually I like to make it a bit, yeah, like this. And then we can go and add a few strikes of more intense blush on the cheeks. Very cute. Now let's do the hair. I think I like to do the hair a bit more chocolatey, so in that case we're gonna do a hue change. I think this one is nice. Yes. And let's go back and use our brush. Let's pick the color from the hair and take it a bit darker, because we're gonna shade. I think we need more contrast. Yep, I forgot to alpha lock. Always alpha lock. Let's do it a bit more to this side. Yeah. So we're gonna go following the head, sort of. So it's, we know it's shading it. Like this. Yep. And then we're going to do the opposite, a highlight color. With this one, we're gonna just do a few little marks like this, so you can tell it's a highlight. Then for some strokes of the ink, like this here, that it's on the same plane, like this type of strokes are on the hair and it's not in front of the hair, right? So for those, we're gonna go to a reference layer, take the darkest of our color and make it darker of our hair color, a bit less saturated, and we're gonna go over some of our hairlines. This will make the hair blend a bit more, make the drawing overall look smoother. But we're still gonna leave some of our lines black. Like I'm gonna leave this one, which is for the face. But this one, like two adjacent hair strands, I'm gonna fill in. Same on this other side. I'm gonna leave this one as black because it will signal that it's in the front. But let's do this as brown. This one too. The one on the exterior, we're gonna leave black. Okay. It's looking real cute already. So now for the next step, we're gonna do the flower. I kind of want to make it a bit more detailed, so I'm gonna take our black again and give it petals, more petals. Not super intricate, but a bit more. Right? Let's all black again. Let's take the color. In here, I'm gonna go lighter, so it pops. Let's go through all the edges. Of our dark rose.
Makes the dead rise and become zombies. Become zombies.
And fill in every little detail. Like so. It looks really cute. Since we are on the Lineart layer still, I'm gonna go and make the eyes of our skull a bit lighter, but I think only on one side. So let's take a darker but less saturated tone, maybe a bit orangey but not so much, and add a stroke on the edge. And yes, it gives it more dimension. And this part of the teeth, like that. Alright, so it looks pretty good, but now it's too flat, right? We need something to decorate it. I think I want to do something with the background, and since we use a lot of orange, I'm gonna do orange too. And with the same, I'm still doing with Elf's Tone. Let's take the orange and let's draw a big square on the back. If you want it to be perfect, you can put your finger and now we're gonna fill it in. Let's draw a big square on the back. It's not perfect, but I kind of like it that it's not perfect. So if we make it a reference, we can fill it in with our orange. But I think it's too similar, so well, I'll fill it in, and then I'm gonna change the saturation, a bit more saturated and a bit darker. Yeah. Then on a new layer, we're gonna add a few shapes here and there. But before that, I'm gonna shorten or make the square smaller. Why? So the hat can poke out more. It's always nice when our drawing or our design breaks with the edges. Like this. Yep. Then on our new layer, I'm gonna take the same color I used for the skull and make a few little crosses. I don't know how to call these ones, but just to symbolize like sparkles. Yeah, it doesn't have to be always on the inside of the square. Then let's do some on the same color outside of our square. Like this. Let's do some in a darker tone. And let's try to balance where they're appearing. Let's also change the size. Some are smaller, some are larger. Somewhere on the very edge. Let's do a bit more of the clear ones. Well, let's do some dots, like if there were smaller stars. Very good. Now I like to do a whole white stroke under our drawing, and for this one I'm gonna use an embossed brush. And by the way, these brushes you can just get them from they are on the original library, so no need to download anything. You have it, all of the brushes, you have them already. And we're gonna go all around our drawing, having a nice handmade stroke. I like this brush because it has like a grittiness to it. Can you see the texture? And we're gonna go all around our drawing. And you can already see how it makes it pop, right? Very, very nicely done. And for our next step, I like to add some texture to the overall drawing. You could just leave it like this, it looks nice, but on the very top of everything, I like to add a new layer with a very textured brush. So let's see, this one looks nice, Achilles. And I'm gonna go for a peachy color, kind of more like a coral pink. Let's see, yeah, and with a very big size because we really want to see the texture in there. I'm gonna go over everything like this, and don't be scared. I know it looks like it's getting ruined but it's not. We're just gonna get a few of those texture show up. You can just scroll across this one so you can see the effect that it gives. But overlay looks good. Hard light, vivid light looks really nice. Let me just see if another one looks nicer. I think I'm gonna go with vivid light. You can see here at 0 and here at some 18%. And if you zoom in really hard, you can see some of the texture on the drawing. Okay, now let's do a new layer and let's go for the street art. The last brush is Kawaii. Here I'm gonna take a purpler pink, almost fully purple, and then do it like this. You can see here the opacity is not full on 100%, but here, as we did with the texture brush, here we're gonna change the blending mode. Color Dutch looks interesting. Overlay looks nice. You can see some like sort of a glow. But this is too intense. I like Vivid Light. Let me see overlay again. Okay, this makes the flower glow a bit more. But I think I like this one best, the Vivid Light again. And it looks really, really nice. I think basically finished. And when you're finished, you know what is the last thing that you should do? Of course, sign your work. So with the same orange color that we have here, I'm gonna make a new layer. I'm gonna zoom in. And then we're gonna do our name. A little star. And then the 20, 25, because I like to remember when did I do something. The K came out a little crooked, but it's okay. A little small. And there it is, a cute little witch. Thanks for drawing with me. If you want to keep that spooky mood going, check out my black cat and pumpkin Procreate tutorial next. It's super fun and beginner friendly. See you there!